going live here. What's the name of this one? You Make Me Smile?
You Make Me Smile.
I see we have people jumping on this morning. We are having a little change of plans. I know we had said we were going to do a different kit first, but we're changing it up a little bit, and we're going to do this one, You Make Me Smile, first. We had a little technical difficulties with the other one. We'll have to come back and do it after lunch. So
no, Patsy had a mental breakdown, and they're having to take me to the institution today. So I will no longer be teaching this class.
We may have to call in reinforcements.
Hey, you just have to remember that I'm how old am I? 75. So anyway, I'm sorry we have to start with the last class first.
So while she's getting her pieces together here, we are going to go ahead and see about getting this kit out. Again, I'm sorry. I'm not seeing your comments right now. For some reason, they're not showing up here. I will get to them in just a minute. But while she's getting ready, go ahead, pull this kit out, punch your pieces. If you need a little extra time, we're okay with that. We'll just have to roll with the flow today. It quit raining in Washington. Oh, there, look at there. There's our first train prize.
Train prize.
We'll start it off good. So this is how we give out prizes during our event. So our warehouse is right on the train tracks. And instead of being an annoyance, every time the train goes by, we give out a train prize. So you can get on and holler at us train in the comments, and we'll draw a name. And then when we draw the name, we're automatically going to ship you your prize. If you're a Club Q member, it'll go with your Club Q shipment. If you're not, we'll send it out to you. So no need to be present, no need to claim the prize. We'll just ship it out to you. So our first one for our first train prize is, let me get it here right quick, Sandra Dolan. Sandra Dolan, you are our first train prize winner for today. So don't worry about claiming it. We'll get it out to you. For those of you who are just making it on here, we've had a little change of plans. And we are not, sorry, I was trying to put that back. We had a little technical difficulty with one kit, and we're going to have to move it to after lunch. So we are going to do this kit first, the You Make Me Smile.
So there's nothing wrong with the kit. It's the instructor, okay?
We have to give her a little grace. She's been teaching a lot of classes over a lot of years, and this one she just struggled with. This trying to reconnect. Oh, there it's back. Okay. So she says she needs more coffee, so I might have to share my coffee with her. But if you're just joining us, oh, I see some of the comments. Tekla says, and good looking at 75, she says.
You are so sweet. I love you, Tekla. I've always loved you, honey.
We've got them coming in everywhere this is Hi Patsy and Breezy from Fairfax, Virginia, from Suzanne Johnson.
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait to see us in York.
Good.
Speaking of York, you guys are killing it this year. We already have 105 people signed up. We only have like 130 seats there or something, I think. So if you haven't gotten signed up for York, or you know friends that want to do it this year, you better tell them to get signed up, because we're going to sell out. It's crazy. You guys have all the other cities beat by double for attendance so far. So get signed up. We'll show you some of the projects later. But if you've been thinking about it, I would get signed up. You can do a payment plan. Okay, so if you missed it very first, technical difficulties with the first kit, we are going to do this kit first. So if you guys can pull this one out, punch your pieces. We'll give you a little extra time if you need to do that still.
You Make Me Smile.
You Make Me Smile is the kit. Sorry about that. I do see that there's some comments. I'll try to get on here in just a minute and get some of your questions answered if you had any. Hopefully everybody's just saying good morning. Okay. Are you ready with this one then? You think you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so just a couple of things here while I'm getting the camera ready for her. Again, we're doing the You Make Me Smile first instead of the other one that we had planned because of technical difficulties. if for some reason our feed goes out today, and we lose you, we will get back on here as soon as possible, and just refresh your screen until you see another video that says live event. Somebody took the weight off of this. There, okay. So just refresh your screen until you see something that says live event, and we'll get back on there as soon as we can. Sometimes it buffers a little bit, and there's also a delay. So there's usually anywhere from 5 to 10 second delay before your questions get to me. So I'm not ignoring you. They just may not have gotten to me yet in the comments. So, anything else?
I think that's good. I was going to read to you the order of the classes, but you know, that's already gone out the window, so I'm not reading you that order. But throughout the day, we're going to show you some of the new things we have coming up. And everything is not completely done because we have so many events and things coming up, but we will show you the private reserve, a few of the private reserve samples. Now that's something that we still are working on. We will show you the convention samples. So if you are have a CK convention or mega meet close to you, just know that you'll get to see what those are today if you want to sign up for those. We have a June event, a one-day June event, just like today. Will be completely different kits, and we have a couple of those samples to show you. And also, if you are a Club Q member, you get to see what's coming. And if you're not a Club Q member, then you probably should sign up so you can get this next kit in the mail. So throughout the day, we're going to show you these samples of all of these things. And again, if you just tuned in, we are starting with, instead of the one that's labeled, we're going to start with You Make Me Smile. So pop open. This is actually the easiest one of the day, so we're going to start out nice and easy. And there is some cutting involved. And what I'm going to do is just show you where the cutting dimensions always show up on our instructions in the top left-hand corner. Some of those will be a cutting diagram, and others just have the dimensions listed with a bullet point. So I'm going to show you the pieces that we need out right now.
I'm going to make another note on here. Somebody says the feed keeps fading in and out. I only see that on one comment, and it buffered one time, I can see, but I'm not seeing that on my end. So if you are finding that on your end, make sure that everything else that's accessing your Wi-Fi or your internet at home is shut off. So if your husband's watching the football game, it's not football season, baseball. If he's watching the baseball game, tell him he's out of luck.
Good luck with that.
You need it for scrapbooking today, and send him to the golf course or something, I guess. But make sure that anything else that's accessing your Wi-Fi is off. That way you have the full power of it to your feed. That might help.
Okay. All right, so the first things that we will need, and I'm going to show you our background pages. Then this is our background, this blue paper with the tiny, tiny little flowers. I'm going to set those aside for the moment because we're not going to cut them. The next piece that we will need is, you have a cutting diagram for this piece here, but really you don't need it. You're going to cut it in half, cutting through the stripes, okay? You're going to cut through the stripes. Cut it in half, cut off the little label at the bottom. So you end up with 2 6x12 pieces. And again, just make sure you're cutting it in half so that your stripes go this way. And if you don't, you know what? This is scrapbooking. It will work anyway. So let's take this 12x12 sheet of paper, trim off the label. It's got this pretty matte paper on the back and the stripes on the front. Trim the label, cut 2 pieces, 6x6. I'm going to go ahead and do that on mine so I have that. Okay, I'm going to cut right straight through the stripes. So I have 2 6x12 striped pieces. Let's keep your trimmer out. And let's go to, and I'm going to put mine right here. Go to your cutting measurements on your instruction sheet. So now we've cut the 12 by 12 striped paper according to the diagram. We're going to move to the 4 by 12 orange paper. And on most of these papers, you're going to have some leftover paper. And the reason for that is sometimes it's really hard if we just give you the exact amount of paper, like say a 1-inch strip, and you need to cut 4/4 inches out of it. That's hard. So what we did is went ahead and put in a little bit bigger pieces of paper so that you have plenty of something to hang on to keep it straight. That's always important. So we have a 4 by 12 orange, which is right here. You're going to cut it into 4 pieces. Oh, I hear a train. Did we have a train earlier?
Yeah, I already drew it.
Oh, you drew it.
So this is how our prizes work throughout the day. We have lots of trains that go through, and so we use it as an excuse to give away prizes and fun things. That way it's not an annoyance. So if you win a prize, there's no need to have to try and, I forgot to plug us in, to have to try and claim it. You don't have to be present to win, but we will, we'll just automatically ship it to you.
So Lynn Zalesny, you have won the second train prize of the day. So sometimes we don't even hear it anymore. So if you hear a train and we're not responding with a prize, well, let us know and we'll draw a name. So anyway, you have 4 by 12 orange paper, and you want to cut it into 4 pieces, 4 strips that are a 1/2 inch wide. And again, you will have some left over. So let's go ahead and cut 4 pieces from this that are a 1/2 inch wide. Set those aside. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have this left over. So you might want to use it for something, or you can just toss it. Might want to hang on to it until you're all done and then toss it.
Susan Serto, she says, I was scrolling through Facebook just random, and I thought, well, that sure sounds like Patsy. She says I've spent way too many years with quick quotes.
Oh, not way too many years. We love you, honey.
Oh, my proof that I have spent many years with quick quotes. She can recognize your voice just scrolling through Facebook.
funny. We love you. Okay, so we have 4 1/2 inch orange strips, 1/2 inch by 12. The next one down is blue dot, and it looks like this. And again, we'll go ahead and cut these out at 4 pieces that are a 1/2 inch wide, just like you did the orange. And we'll have some left over. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have this left over. You can keep it till we're done and then throw it away or put it in your scrap pile. Okay, now we've cut the striped paper in half, we've cut the orange paper, we've cut the blue dot paper. Next is a 2-inch by 12-inch red dot paper. It looks like this. And again, you'll probably have some left over. So you want 2 pieces that are 1/4 inch this time. Just a 1/4 inch, 2 pieces with the red dot paper that is a 1/4 inch.
So if some of you are just getting on, join us a little late. We had technical difficulties with the first class, and we are now doing a different class, and we've got the schedule changed up a little bit. So we're doing the You Make Me Smile class. So pull that out, and we'll be working on that one.
Yeah, this one is actually the easiest one, so if you are a little bit behind, be easy to catch up. All we're doing right now is top left-hand corner, you will cut your striped paper in half. There's a cutting diagram if you want to use that. And we're cutting the 4x12 orange, blue dot, and 2x12 red dot paper. And you have this little bit of red dot paper left over. So put that in your scrap pile too. Okay, and then you have two papers that, and I already cut mine, but you have two papers that are 5 1/4 by 9 3/4, and they are white. So locate those two papers that are 5 1/4 by 9 3/4. They're white. And you're going to end up cutting those so that you have 3 pieces each for a total of 6 that are 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. So here's what they're going to look like. I already cut mine apart. So this is the 6 bullet point down. It says cut both 5 1/4 by 9 3/4 white papers so that you have, each of them will make 3 1/4 by 5 1/4 pieces. So there's your 6 pieces. So go ahead and cut those apart. And that's all we really need as far as using our trimmer. So I'm going to put all these aside over here, and we'll get to those in just a minute.
Delta says, sorry she's late. So Delta, we've switched up kits. Hopefully I see you said you punched out ahead of time. So hopefully you got the right kit. We're switching up the order.
I'm sorry, Delta, it's my fault. You can yell at me if you want. So basically all we've done, Delta, is use the cutting measurements here on the top left-hand corner, okay, of our instruction sheet. And we are doing the You Make Me Smile kit instead of the one that's listed. I keep trying to get fired here, but they keep making me come back.
I'm not teaching classes.
She is a good teacher. She has done it before, and she's a good teacher. Okay, now that we're down to the 2 white pieces, we're cutting them both so that you have 3 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 5.
But there, it's going to be a busy day.
Okay, next train prize, Sylvia Simpkins. You are a train prize winner. Now, you guys don't have to email in or anything. We have all your information, and we will ship you out a little prize. And thanks for joining us. Okay, I guess one more thing that we need to trim, and let's do that right now, is trim off the labels of our background papers. We need to do both of those. Okay, this is our background. Go ahead and trim those labels off. And we're going to get started adding things to our background page. Now, some of the chalk inks that let me move this out of the way here. Some of the chalk inks that we suggested are Harvest Moon, and that's a brand new one, and this is even the prototype that we got before the inks were even available. That's why it's written on like that. We have Harvest Moon, Sun Bleached, and another good one is Spice Cider, and Sun Bleached looks like.
Would you like some actual the inks? Since
Yeah, I got a box of them, but I need
here.
some single ones.
No, that's last year's.
No, what did I do with them? I brought one over here.
Oh, it's right there, Mom, up on that.
Oh, right. So Spice Cider in the new box is a really nice one. Harvest Moon is a really good one. Sun Bleached. All of those are yellowy, orangey tones, perfect for this kit right here. Because as you can see, there's a million different colors. Also, Emerald Forest is a good one. If you want to try fresh cut grass, that color is also in the striped paper. So if you want to use that, that's a good thing to try. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is add some color to, and I'm thinking I'm going to do spice cider on the edges of this. I know that's not on the list of suggestions, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. That's a nice subtle yellowy orange color. So go ahead and chalk up the edges of this before we get it down onto our page. And once we get it onto our page, it's going to be glued down. Three and a quarter inches up from the bottom of the 12 by 12 blue floral page. So this is just one way. If you haven't used our chalks before, this is, if paper's a little bit flimsy, once you
want a box to...
I have one somewhere right here. I have one. So what I like to do is I keep this little box, looks like this, just a box lid. Or if I'm at my design table, then I can pull this to the edge of my design table and just a couple of swipes and you have everything you need. I really like doing this because it takes up a lot less time and it gives you a solid base to chalk against. A lot of times I'll do the corners just a little bit more, blend it in. So if you haven't used our chalks before, you'll find that they're really fun, they're addicting, but there's really no specific rules. It's just how, whatever you like. If you, this is also to do this. If you want a little smoother look, just drag it back and forth. And a lot of times, if I go to a crop, I will take a set of inks or whatever inks I want to take.
Take them in the ink case. Our ink cases will be back in stock this week.
Yeah, this one is, we've taken all the inks out of it, but this is the brand new, they'll be in stock this week?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They landed in port yesterday.
So as you can see, we have room, is it for 24?
24.
It'll hold 24 inks, and people have been asking about these, so.
It's on the website, so you can add it to your cart this weekend and check out with our special. We'll tell you about the special in a little bit, but if you're finding things you want to order, add them to your cart, and you can check out at the end of today, and we're going to offer you a little special here in a bit. But ink cases are back in stock, and you can order them now.
Okay. Okay, once you choose the color that you want, and again, I use the spice cider. I'm going to show you what the Harvest Moon looks like. That one's really pretty too. Nice. It's a deeper, brighter orange. Works really well. That's what we suggested because that's probably you'll find that might be the best one, but it's up to you. And this new collection is called what is it called, Breezy? I can't remember. The Seasons collections.
Seasons, right?
Seasons collections. Yeah, because we have while you're gluing that down, we have
it says there on the bottom.
We have fresh cut grass. That's what this one looks like. We have rain cloud, spice cider, Harvest Moon. This is the one, Harvest Moon, not Harvest Moon. That's spice cider. April showers, mulled wine, robin's egg, pink lemonade, and foxglove. All those are gorgeous. So give them a try. If you've got the new set of inks, give them a try today. You'll like them. Okay, and this glues onto page 1, and it is 3 1/4 inches up from the bottom of your page. I'm just going to tack mine down because it is a sample. But 3 1/4 up from the bottom of the page. All right, that's our first piece. So from here on out, we are going to be adding strips. I need to put this down a little bit better. And we will start with a 1/2 inch by 12 inch blue dot strip, goes flush to the bottom of your 6 by 12 striped paper. So you're looking for a blue dot strip that you cut earlier, and it will go flush to the bottom of your striped paper. Now keep in mind, if you want to add some color to this, you can do it. One that looks really close is called Rain Cloud. This has some grays and some silvery look in it. But go ahead and chalk those edges up if you want to try the Rain Cloud. That's a nice, pretty gray.
Suzanne says mango. Mai Tai works really
Oh yeah, mango always works. When you need something orangey, vintagey, thank you for that. Mango always is a good choice. Okay, we have our blue dot paper on. Next is a 1 inch by 12 inch striped strip, flush to the bottom of the page. And now you have some striped pieces that are all part of a laser die cut. So you need one of them that has 1 inch by 12, and that's going to go flush to the bottom of your page. And again, you might want to use the same color that you used on this one, but you don't have to. I'm going to try the Harvest Moon on the edge of this just so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty. You know, another one that would look really pretty on this is Blueberry Bliss, because it's got that deep country blue in it. Another one that would be pretty is Sun Bleached. And again, Mango Mai Tai always works with this. There's just about every color of the rainbow, so you can't go wrong on just about any color that you choose. But this is going to go on flush to the bottom of your page.
Deidre says, good morning.
Hi, Deidre. How are you? What's the weather like in Texas? You know, I can say that it's beautiful out today here, and we're in Washington State, where it's usually we have to say, oh, it's pouring the rain or it's flooding. It's beautiful out today. But if you're from Hawaii, oh my goodness, you guys have an awful mess going on. Okay.
We've had a lot of rain lately here too, but nothing like that.
Right.
That's a little bit of flooding and stuff.
We have, yes, real close to flooding everybody again, but
and it's beautiful here this morning, but it was still only 36 degrees when I left my house, but it was sun shining.
yeah, it's pretty and it's cold. Okay, now we need a 1/2 inch by 12 orange strip flush to the top of the 1 by 12 striped paper. And again here, if you want to add a little bit of color, this right here is a great spot
Deidre says it's hot there. Okay, I'll be right there.
Is it? Our little gal that works for us was down there last week. Wasn't it last week?
Yeah.
And yeah, she said it was pretty warm. 85 or something like that. I'm jealous until I'm in somewhere where it's 90. So here's your orange strip. And again, I put this thin little thing on the box. And I'm just going to do this a couple times. Turn it. Do this a couple times again. And look how quick and easy that is to chalk up. So go ahead and add some color to these strips if you want. It does take a little bit of time, but it really is pretty. It defines it from everything else. And your orange strip goes right on top of your striped strip. And then to finish off the bottom here, use one of your red strips and it just goes right down the center of the space created here on your blue background paper, like that. 1/4 inch red strip, 1/4 inch by 12.
Tracy Blakely says it's supposed to be 107 in Phoenix today.
Oh my gosh,
And
Tracy.
somebody else says 90 in Colorado.
I know all our friends that moved to Arizona up until now, they're starting to move back to the rainy season because they said it's really warm down there now. Oops, I did this wrong. Well, actually, you can do it however you want, but this is designed to go right down the middle. This one is designed by Jackie. Jackie does a lot of our she runs our lasers. She gets all the kits coordinated, ready for Mary to package. She does lots of stuff, and then once in a while I'll throw something at her that's I need a design. She's excellent at that too.
Well, this one has Stacy's picture on it.
Oh wait. Okay, Jackie, I just gave your credit to Stacy. Oh well, we're still gonna say Jackie did this. Stacy doesn't care. Anyway, I did not do this one. Okay, so we have these pieces on. So let's go to the next one. And that is, you have a striped piece, 1/2 inch striped piece. And again, that's a die cut from your laser die cuts. That will go right at the top. Right below that is an orange strip. And the last strip for this page is your blue dot. Goes right at the top of your striped 6 by 12. So all your background is built that looks like this. So take a minute and get that chalked up if you want to. Get them glued down. You start with stripes on the bottom, then orange, red strip down the center, and at the bottom and top of your 6 by 12 stripe paper is a blue dot. The very top of the paper is your page is a 1/2 inch stripe. Just below that is a 1/2 inch orange. So take a minute and get that all put together. And then once you do, you're looking for 3 of your white papers. Remember, you cut 6 of those earlier. We're going to need 3. And sometimes we leave white papers white, especially when we're using them for a mat or a background of a mat. But these, we're using them for the actual mat. So go ahead and lay them out. You can look here. You can see that Stacy has chalked them all the way around, just subtly, very blended in really subtly. And she's used 3 different colors. Over here she has, I think this is the sun bleached. This one is Harvest Moon. And this one is Robin's Egg. Emerald Forest is another good one for that. So go ahead and take a minute, once you get all your strips glued down, choose your colors, and I think I'm going to do one in Spice Cider. Okay, that's what your Spice Cider will look like. I'm not going to do the whole thing, because mine is just a sample. I'll show you what the robin's egg looks like, just for fun, because that color is in there too. I mean, we could have suggested 29 different colors, but that would mean if you don't have them, you think you have to buy them. So we just suggest a few. And just know that with this kind of paper, with all these colors, you can use just about whatever you want. So this is robin's egg. Okay. And let's try mulled wine. That's a good one. Deep red. That's almost like Bloody Mary. It's a little more red than Bloody Mary. But again, it's got all the colors of the striped paper. So choose your colors, chalk up your, and if you want to, while you're at it, you can chalk up the other 3 white pieces, because you're going to need those for the second page anyway. So you have 3 more white papers. Go ahead and take a minute and get these all chalked up. I'm going to use the same colors that I used on okay, that one's ready to go, sort of. Mine are not going to be completely ready to go because I'm probably not going to finish this. This one is Spice Cider. And the last one is robin's egg, is what I used on this one. So get those all chalked up, set those aside. If you didn't get to those, that's okay. We can do it as we get to page 2 also.
And these videos will be, they'll be on Facebook for 30 days, but Facebook automatically takes live videos down now after 30 days. So we download them and put them on our YouTube channel, and then there'll be a link to them on our website. So if you aren't keeping up or things like that, you just need a break and have a margarita or some Baileys in your coffee, then
Sounds like
you can always come back to it.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Okay, and if you get those done, and you can go ahead and glue those down, we're going to I'm just going to put together one flower, and then we'll move on to page 2. The things that you see here, actually we're going to do this little smile right here. We're going to do that too. Pull together the flower pieces. You have all kinds of layered flowers. So you need 4 pieces per each flower. And they pretty much graduate in size. So you have big next to the big, medium, and a little one. So again, I would just pick up the same colors that you used on your little white mats, and I'm going to start with Harvest Moon, I think, on the big one. And there's a couple ways you can do flowers. You can either lay them out, and I'm going to get another one just to show you how this works. You can lay them out and you can use one of your inks and just press some color in. It gives it a really pretty sponge look. You can do that. Then come back in with, pick it up, and then add some more color to your edges. Or you can do 2 colors. You can add to your edges. So I used the robin's egg, and now on the ends I'm using fresh cut grass. Or you can just use, I think I'm going to go back with, you can leave a little white like you see on the sample here. Just do the ends of each of your flowers, then layer them up. I'm going to go back and use this Harvest Moon. That's a nice color to start with. Mango Mai Tai, again, is another good one. Sunset is an older one, but it's also a good one. I'm going to open that up and see what it looks like. See, Sunset has a little bit more pinky to it. Looks more like a sunset. That works. It's one of my favorite orangey tone colors. So you have 3, 4 layers of flowers, and you can do them all the same, or you can do like we did and start with orange, mulled wine, sun bleached, and another little bit of Harvest Moon.
Delta says, or use the sponge to color the flowers. Is this the one where the dauber came in the kit? We sent a dauber in one of the kits.
I have one here, but I don't know if it's for that one.
No, it's this one that the dauber went with. But yes, you could use the dauber to color the flowers.
Okay. Okay, we do have a dauber in one of the kits, and it's the one, is that the one we were going to do?
No.
No. Okay. Those are awesome little things. I'm going to show you that too while you're making the flowers. I see that we just got these in. Look how pretty. We've had these before, and they are so popular. But I'm going to open this one up. Can I open this one up, Macy?
Yeah. Yeah, those are new colors that we got in.
Yeah,
they just came yesterday. So we have both of these color sets on our website.
I have to cut it because it's not repositionable. Oh, but look at how pretty. These are like little Easter eggs. So in one of your kits, and we'll be using these today, are these pretty little daubers. Look at those. They do look like little
Then we
baby
have
Easter
some
eggs.
pinks and purples in this one that
Oh my
has.
gosh, yeah, those are pretty. So yours won't look like this. It'll probably be a plain color. Am I right, Breezy?
Yeah.
Because we just now got these in, so they're available. How much are these?
I believe they're. Let me look up. I believe there's 12 in a package. Let me look. I was going to look at that first, and then I.
So those are super fun. I'm going to steal one.
$7.99 for 12 of them.
$7.99 for 12. But I'm going to. I'm just going to layer one of my flowers because I'm not using it anyway. And I think I'll take some mulled wine. And I like to put the rounded end into the ink. And if you have a dozen different ones, then you can use a different one for every. But
Well,
look
if you
at
buy a package of each of the colors this round, you'd have 24, and you could use them for
right, that's true.
those of you that are inkaholics.
And so if you were going to do a stencil, these are awesome for stencils. But I'm going to show you, see those little tiny lines in that flower? If I just squish some color in there, see how pretty that comes out? It's nice and smooth and crystal clear as far as a design.
I will put a link to them. They're under stencils and daubers on our website, but I'll put a link in the comments to them also.
Yeah, that's pretty. So you have one of these in one of your kits we'll get to later, but just know that those are available in those pretty Easter egg colors. Okay, once you get your flowers chalked up, layer them big on the bottom, next big, next, and next. And then right in the center, you have a button, okay? So I'm not gonna do mine, I'm just gonna let you work on yours here for a minute, and then we're going to, I think we'll just finish this page completely out. We're going to locate, gotta find mine. Keep your inks out, the ones that you've been using, because we're gonna do a little bit of inking on this little banner that says smile. Let's go ahead and punch those pieces out. If you don't get the flower done, those are super simple to do once this class is over. So I think we will continue on with the banner. So there is a banner piece that says smile. What we want is the solid one. And then you're going to just change the colors of each of those using either your little, if you have a blender of some sort, or just your stamp pad. So here, the first one, the S and the L are red, are the mulled wine. The other ones are different colors. So pull back in the colors that you used on the edges of your white mats. And what you might want to do too is take a scrap and mat your, so that you get that color only on the spot that you want. Okay, there's one. I'm going to go down here and do another red one. So it doesn't matter what order you do these in, just make sure that, and if you want to do them all the same color, that's okay too. It makes it super easy if you did that too. Okay, there's my red. And do this one in green, I think. Choose your colors, it doesn't matter. You might want to go back in with the same colors that you used for that you use for the corners of the edges of your papers. And the last one I'm going to do Harvest Moon. So now you have your background banner, all different colors. And then you're just going to offset this just slightly. And it looks to me like it makes a difference which side you ink. So I did the wrong side. If yours is not matching up really good, that means you did the wrong side. It's hard to tell on this white paper. So see, it's not matching perfectly. Basically, what we want to do is just offset it just a little bit. But if you're okay with that, it still is offset a little bit. It works better if you have it so it's exactly the same size, okay, as your smile. I'm going to do this all in one color so you can see what I mean. Usually you can tell on bigger pieces what's the front and back of white because of the laser machine will leave just a little mark on the back. Well, I couldn't this time. So here is all same color. So there is a front and back to that, I just realized. If you did the back side and you're okay with it, go ahead and use it. If not, turn it back over and add some color to the front. And then add the word smile, the little banner that says smile over the front. Glue it down. A button at each end, and you have 3 little tags. We'll do this later, but just a button at each end. Leave it open in the underneath so that you can add 3 tags. So let's move on to page 2 because our time is starting to wind down here. I think. What time is it, Breezy?
We're at 9:54. I don't know what time this one's supposed to end. I don't have the schedule.
So 10 is this one's supposed to end at 10, and it gives you a half an hour to finish things up. So basically, we have done everything except you have some pretty little vines that tuck in behind here. You can chalk those up if you want, or you can leave them white. A lot of times we'll leave them white. They're hard to chalk unless you press color into the whole entire thing. But that's up to you. So on page 2, I'm just going to walk you through that, and then I'll give you time to pretty much identical. It's just move this out of the way here. You're just turning it just a little bit different way. You have, again, it'll tell you how to put everything in place. If you're looking at your instructions, at the bottom says page 2, all those little strips. Or, you know what? This is so simple. You can look at the picture and add those strips just like you see on the picture. But everything is pretty much the same as page 1. So keep in mind, this is the easy one. And they're all fairly going to be fairly doable today. So go ahead and finish this one up, and then what do you have that we can show them, Breezy, right now?
First of all, I'm going to show them the special for the weekend is if you spend $30 before shipping, we're going to have a free kit for you. It'll automatically add to your cart at checkout when you hit $30 before shipping. There's no code needed, and it's just as long as you order, it looks like by Monday, by the 23rd. So what you can do all day long is we're showing stuff, you think you want it, log into your account, add it to your cart, and then at the end of the day, you can check out. And if your order is over $30, this kit right here, as long as we have the supplies, but I think we have quite a few of them. So we do reserve the right to sub if we have run out, but I think we should be more than good on it. So this is our special, no code needed, just add to your cart throughout the day, and then when you check out, it'll automatically add that kit for you. What else do we want to show them?
I have the convention ones right here, or do you want to do the private reserve? How about private reserve?
Yeah, that works.
That is one that you have in your hand.
This is the private reserve?
That's
okay.
One of them. There's only 3 right now.
Okay.
That's our next big project. So, as I show you these that are private reserve, just know that we have been busy getting all of our one day and conventions and all these other things put together. So this is one of them. This one's called Wherever You Go, Go With All Your Heart. And you can see it's in process, has all these little tabs sticking on there for our web guide to be able to take pictures, and our direction writer. This one has a little interactive, and we're going to show you how to get that onto your page so that it will stay. That's pages 1 and 2. No, this is private reserve. This is private reserve. Okay. And then
I don't know what any of
I know we
it is,
have
so.
5 different sets. And then this is the 3rd and 4th page. And this is all private reserve, okay? It's one of the album classes for private reserve. Do we have another
I do have a flyer here. This flyer shows, and when this goes out with all of our orders, you guys should have had it in your boxes, but this gives you information on the private reserve. I've also linked it there. In the comments on it. I'm not sure what else would be.
Let me look.
It's Club Q.
No, this is Club Q. This is it right here. Well,
hang on. They messed with our setup and the thing fell off the counter.
Just add to that to the day.
Patsy's gonna need a margarita after this.
I need a margarita right now.
Oh.
Okay. And I found a couple more of the private reserve pieces on. I'll show you that in just a minute. Here's another one. It's called Find Joy in Every Season of Life, and this has a little flip book. Okay. All these little extra spots for pictures. And that's 1 and 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And this one's called Dream, Explore, Discover.
Sorry, we're a little shaky here. We're super high tech around here. We have boxes holding down camera stands and.
And this is gorgeous. These are papers. These are prototypes of papers. We don't even have them in yet. We're saving them for a private reserve, so you get to be the first. And I see Jackie did do this one, and it's got a little book here that houses more pages, more pictures, a little pocket for picture. Anyway, super cute. The paper is absolutely gorgeous. That's pages 1 and 2 of one of the album kits. And here is 3 and 4. Life's a journey, enjoy the ride. So the papers are absolutely gorgeous. We spent quite a while trying to get some that we love.
Our theme this year is, the album says, find joy in every season of life. And so we have a new album this year. We'll have a new tote bag. We've got a little bit different t-shirt design. It's turquoise with some things, a new sweatshirt design. We're not doing hoodies this year. We're doing crew necks with pockets on them. So,
oh, right.
Trade it up a little bit. So you want to go ahead and tell them what cities we'll be in?
We will be in Centralia, right here at home, 4 miles from our warehouse at the Great Wolf Lodge, September 11th through the 13th. We will be in Palm Springs, California, August 21st through the 23rd. We will be in York, Pennsylvania, August 28th through the 30th, and Fort Worth, Dallas area, Fort Worth area actually, September 25th through the 27th. And if you can't make it to any of those, we do an online version, exactly the same classes for the entire weekend. Do it right here at our warehouse, and that's November 13th through the 15th. It's 9 classes, 28 page. You end up making 28 pages, 4 mini projects. You get a 12 by 12 album. There's 2 crop parties in the evening. Lots of thank you gifts. Lots of chances for prizes. There's make and takes, tote bag, and I think didn't you just say we have new
tote bags.
New tote bags coming. Cute, yes, and you get the same table space for the whole weekend. Catered lunches on Saturday and Sunday, and lots of grand prizes at the end. And we are, for those of you who have been before, we're moving our the end of our day up to between 1 and 2 o'clock. Instead of later in the afternoon, because so many have to go home. So anyway, that's
linked the you can scan the QR code on the flyer that you got, but I've also linked it in the comments here on this video, that you can see the preview. The album's on there now. There's the t-shirt previews on there. We'll get the bonus classes. I don't believe the bonus classes are up there yet, but we'll get them up pretty soon to pre-order those. And you don't have to sign up for the bonus classes right now. You can add those later.
Those are extra,
yeah. So, but the t-shirts and everything are on there. So we've got it a lot more here in the last couple of weeks. So we already have 105 people signed up for York, Pennsylvania. So I think we have 130 or 140 seats or something like that.
Yeah, that's about max.
This is the fastest we've ever started to fill that one. So if you are thinking about going to that one, if you have friends that are on the fence, there's payment plans available. You can get on there and do a monthly payment plan, or just pay the deposit for the moment. But that one is filling up. It has twice as many registered as the other events. So I would get signed up for that one if you're thinking about it.
And it's only $359 for all of that for the weekend. It does not include your hotel, but $359 for a ton of stuff and lots of classes. So come join us. It's fun.
What's classes next? Which one?
The next class will be Find the Happy Life at 10:30. We'll start right at 10:30. Find the Happy Life. Okay. We'll see you in just a bit.
We will be back at 10:30.